Last year, our team retreat was in sunny Phoenix, Arizona. Now, one might ask, how do you up that? Well, you take them to Alpine, Wyoming. Our team takes an annual retreat, and we like to do it somewhere outside of Idaho Falls just to get everybody in a new environment where they can really focus and be present. Well, of course, in Idaho, when it's super cold, everybody wants to go to warm weather, and last year we took the team to Phoenix, Arizona. With our team size this year, that wasn't very practical, and so we took everybody up to Alpine, Wyoming, which is about an hour and a half away from Idaho Falls. So this year we decided to take the leadership team up a day early just to get everything prepared to make sure that we hit it out of the park on Saturday when the rest of our agents were going to join us at the cabin.
What are we doing?
Orange, getting a Zoe for you. But we're actually getting ready to head to our team retreat, which is in Alpine, Wyoming this year. Last year we did it in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. We've got a really big team now. We didn't think it was very practical to go to Phoenix again this year, so we're doing it in Alpine. We got a cabin there. There's gonna be about 20 of us, and we're gonna do basically like a recap of how we ended 2023, what the team vision is for 2024, our new marketing and branding plan, and then we're gonna do a big goal setting session with all the agents to get their goals lined up for Q1 and all of 2024. So it'll be super cool. We're taking the leadership team up today, and then all the agents are coming to join us tomorrow for a full day mastermind. So stay tuned. Team retreat coming in hot 2024. We geared up to leave the office Friday afternoon, and as we were walking up, I noticed that Devin has a huge horse trough in the back of his truck.
Devin, what do you have in the back of your truck?
Here, Anthony decided not to go to Arizona for the team trip this year. We're going to Alpine, so I decided to bring the pool with us so that we can still get that resort experience.
Now, we have been on this cold plunge kick as a team, and there's been several agents on our team that have been doing it with us. And we jokingly said it would be fun to cold plunge up at the team retreat. Well, Devin took that serious, and he went and bought a huge horse trough to bring up so that everybody that wanted to cold plunge could cold plunge right before we started the team retreat on Saturday morning. So we got everybody loaded up. We caravanned down to Alpine, Wyoming.
Do you want to take this one back, or do you want us to hold it?
Either way.
What do you think?
You want to show Anthony?
Oh,
Yeah.
Beautiful, gorgeous. I love it. Movie
Who's
star. Braden Johnson.
Braden.
Yeah.
What does that say? Top sales agent of the year?
In volume and transaction count for 2023.
Shout out to Braden.
Show
I know.
Anthony.
And I think he's only been a year, licensed a year.
Really?
Yeah, actually. So it's really impressive.
Honestly, we lucked out because the roads were really great. They were super clear on the drive up. We haven't had a ton of snow yet here in Idaho. So the drive up was super nice, and like always, the views were incredible. As we pulled into the cabin, we realized that they had gotten a lot more snow than we had in Idaho Falls. So first order of business, we had to get out and get the driveway plowed so we could actually pull up and unload into the cabin. Plow going, and they actually had this really cool electric shovel that I would probably even use over a snowplow. For any of you guys out there that live in the cold climates, you've got to check out this electric shovel. I'll link it below, so if you want to grab one, I definitely ordered one as soon as we left because that thing was money. So we got the driveway plowed, and then we got the cars unloaded and had to make a quick trip over to the grocery store to make sure we had food for everybody that was coming up that next morning.
Cardi and go down.
So on the grocery list was breakfast and lunch for the following morning. We decided to go with biscuits and gravy, One, because it's one of my favorite breakfast meals, and it's easier to cook for a large mass of people. And so we got everything we needed for that. And we decided for lunch, we wanted to do smoked pulled pork sandwiches. So we got what we needed for those. We got a bunch of chips and drinks for everybody to snack on. And we loaded up the truck and headed back to the cabin. Once we got back to the cabin and got all the groceries unloaded, we made a quick decision that we did not want to cook for ourselves that night.
Sorry.
It's the start of our team mastermind. Thank you all for being here.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Well, cheers for cup.
Cheers in spirit.
That was a pretty big shot. So we went out for a team dinner. We went to the Bull Moose in Alpine, which is a little bar restaurant, and it was super good food. They sat us in the back of the restaurant in this little area, and you felt like you were on the scene of Yellowstone or something, because you're in this little mountainside town in this old bar that looks like a log cabin. And it was a really cool environment. If you haven't been to Alpine, Wyoming, definitely make a trip and check out the Bull Moose restaurant. I promise you won't regret it. But once we wrapped up dinner, we headed back to the cabin and did a guided exercise with our leadership team that helped us uncover the roles and responsibilities that we have and the feelings that are attached with those roles and responsibilities. The purpose of this exercise was to really uncover how we all felt in our leadership roles and to share the feelings that we have attached with those roles and responsibilities. I think it is super important when you're doing a mastermind or activities like this to start out with a vulnerability exercise to let everybody's guard down and to really help you be present with where you're at. So we did that exercise, and like usual, it does get a little bit emotional, but I think it is great for team bonding, especially within our leadership team. Once we completed that exercise, we got into our comfy clothes and all sat around the fireplace in the living room and pulled up our presentation to go over all the final details that we needed and to do a pre-run to make sure everything went smoothly for Saturday when all the agents arrived. After we got through the presentation, the last order of business was to fill up the cold plunge with water, so that would be ready for the agents that wanted to brave the cold plunge once they got there for the team retreat. And that next morning, the first order of business was breaking the ice. And it might not be what you think. Agents started rolling in at 8 a.m. and we had to get the cold plunge ready, and it was completely frozen.
That's solid. That's solid, buddy. You ready?
Are we gonna be?
That's good. This is good.
So we got all the ice broken up and everybody got into their swimsuits and we started cold plunging.
I'm sitting on an ice chunk.
That's cold. I'm gonna do it.
Comes right away.
Hold on to the end.
Everybody does these cold plunges for their own reasons. For me, I love starting off my mornings doing something that I do not want to do. It just helps me get going for the rest of my day and helps me feel like I can conquer anything else that comes up. Also, I have noticed a huge difference in my stress levels. Things that used to tick me off or stress me out just don't stress me out as much as they used to. I think I've just increased my stress tolerance by doing these cold plunges. And now that might not be for everybody else out there. You might have your own reasons that you do your cold plunge. But for me, this is what I have felt. And I know that everybody that has been doing them on our team has felt some impact on their daily life by doing these cold plunges. So that is why we wanted to incorporate it within our team retreat. After we all got done cold plunging, it was off to making breakfast for everybody. Agents that didn't want to cold plunge started rolling in at 9 a.m. and we had all the food ready so that we could eat breakfast and get right into our team presentation. We started off with our new company core values and our new mission statement.
So, first core value, compassion. And this is kindness in action is our statement here. So we prioritize kindness in action, infusing every interaction with genuine empathy and care, ensuring that each client's unique needs are understood, valued, and positively impacted beyond the real estate transaction. Second core value is excellence, and this is the relentless pursuit of the extraordinary.
When's the last time that you guys told somebody else in your world, I love you? Probably pretty recently, right? Okay. When's the last time you said I love you to yourself? So go ahead. I'm gonna have you guys go ahead and close your eyes if you feel comfortable. If not, go ahead and just find a place to kind of gaze at around here. Activity, but what was that like for you guys to focus and send love to yourself? When I asked you guys when's the last time you said I love you to yourself, there's a lot of, kind of head shakes or...
And then we went into what our goals were for 2023 and where we ended as a team for 2023. Once we got through those stats, we then did a little award ceremony for our top producers, our rookie of the year, and even our client experience winner of the year, which is a fun thing that we just recently started incorporating into our team retreats. And I think next year we're gonna do it even a little bit bigger for our award ceremony. But this was really fun, and it was a great way to recognize those that had put in a ton of work this last year. After our awards, we took a little break and then got rolling back to the presentation where we talked about our team updates, plans, and goals for 2024. After that, we broke for lunch and we had the pulled pork sandwiches that Devin had cooked. And I'm not lying, this may have been the best pulled pork I've ever tasted. I think I had 3 sandwiches because I couldn't stop eating the pulled pork. It was so good. Now, after lunch is where the fun begins. This is where we take our agents through an individual goal setting exercise for the upcoming year. This usually takes about 2 hours because we're not just focusing on sales goals. That is a huge priority of ours, but we also want to help our agents get to where they want to be health-wise, relationship-wise, and wealth-wise. So we set goals for each of those categories. Now, we don't want to just overload our agents with a bunch of activities to do to hit all these goals. We try to narrow it down to the 1 or 2 things that are going to make the biggest impact to help you achieve those goals. So things that you could do on a daily basis that if you just narrowed it down to 1 or 2 items, you're going to be more likely to hit those goals that you wrote down. This is a super fun time for me because I get to see the actual goals that some of my agents want to hit, and not just in their business life, but also their personal lives. And I get to see how I can help play a role in their success. As a team, we're not just focused on selling a bunch of real estate. We want to help our agents win in life. In whatever categories those are, we want to figure out how we can help them get to those goals that they set. Now, this is one of the biggest benefits of being on a team. Surrounding yourself with a culture of individuals that want to help you succeed. Because like I've said multiple times on multiple different videos, you are a product of your environment. So make sure that you're in an environment that's going to help push you and help you succeed in all areas of your life, not just one.
How did it turn out?
Frozen. It was great. It was awesome. It was a super packed day. We did some goal setting. We did some team updates for 2024. More than anything, though, I'm just excited. I think we got a good group of agents with us. Some of these guys are going to really pop off in 2024. I think they'll do 50 plus transactions, some of these guys. So super excited. And super excited with our content game. That's going to be one big push we do this year.
To get into top notch, you have to do cold plunge?
Yeah. So new trend now at team events. We're going to bring a cold plunge. And if you want to join the team, you got to get in the cold plunge. It actually wasn't a thing, but all of our new agents decided to do it today, which was super cool. Shows their dedication. They're going to fit right in with the team. If they're willing to get in cold water, do uncomfortable things, they're going to be able to succeed in real estate. So it's our new trend. If you want to join the team, you got a cold plunge. It was time to wrap things up after the goal setting exercise. Hopefully all these agents left more motivated and inspired for the upcoming year, because I know I did. This is one of my favorite things to do as a team leader, is to get together, share our vision as a team, and really get to know our agents on a deeper level and how we can help them succeed in all areas of their life. If you are a licensed agent and you are looking to join a new brokerage or a new team that truly wants to help you succeed and elevate your real estate journey, please shoot us a message, leave us a comment. Our doors are always open for the right people. If you guys have made it this far into the video, I want to say thank you. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and if you like this kind of content that's more vlog style, let us know in the comments. We got a lot of content coming at you this year, and we want to make sure we're putting out content that you guys enjoy. So we'll catch you in the next video.